Można?
Да.
Let's go, chance. So today is, what day is it? The 12th of January. And I've made a new promise to myself to be the best version of me. Up until now, I've been holding myself back. I was a little bitch. And I was afraid of sharing some stuff. And basically, I was lying to myself. One of which was basically, to put it shortly, I spent Christmas and January, like New Year's Eve, alone at my house, which is uninspiring as fuck. And basically on New Year's Eve, I was chilling in bed and reflecting on life. And that same month, like December and January, the reason for that was because I had one source of income, one client, and due to the holiday period, I lost it. So basically, I had no money, no income, had to pay rent, and I actually had to use the deposit for my house that I live in, so I can then pay the rent, and had to ask my parents for money, so I can have to pay half of the rent and for food, and so I can sustain myself and keep the grind. And during that time, I was like hustling, going to cafes every single day, but again, I was lying to myself. And just a couple of days, like the 3rd of January, like one day I woke up and boom, like I was on a new level. And now I'm grinding as fuck, but the point I'm trying to make basically is to, first of all, don't lie to yourself. If there's an uncomfortable truth that you need to face, fucking face it, because if you keep lying to yourself and like forget about lying to other people. You don't need to share everything with the world publicly. I'm just deciding to do it for myself, but don't lie to yourself. And what I was doing was I was lying to myself. I was actually operating at 60% of my potential, and that was the reason why I lost my income, because everything is a reflection of your consciousness, so your mindset, and your basically I had high expectations of myself, but my actions were like 60%. And because reality works like a mirror, like a delayed mirror, boom, I lost my shit. But because I've been practicing meditation, present walking, observing my thoughts, questioning them, detaching, shadow teha, tole, super genius, reality transurfing, because I was practicing this constantly, like my new level of thinking is when I face a difficulty or a challenge or a negative situation, I always focus on the positive and I try to detach, and basically I look at myself as if I'm an avatar, like I'm in a simulated reality, meaning nothing is that serious. Bro, it's only like your perception. There's no negativity, only your perception makes it either negative or positive. So I always practice, if let's say I lost the income, I didn't focus on, oh fuck shit, I don't have an income, the unknown, if this doesn't work. Like basically what was obvious that now in January I was gonna talk again with that person and potentially we would have started again, which actually just happened like 1 hour ago, which is awesome. And that is simply because I kept my state, my frequency, my vibration high. I wasn't focusing on the negative. I was constantly shifting I was visualizing what I want, and what I wanted was in January to start working together again. But at the same time, I visualized the possibility of that not happening, meaning I detached from what I wanted, which helps you to restore the balance, like in the universe, because if you want something too much, you basically signal to the universe that you are separate from it. You push it, like you distance yourself from it, because let's say that you really desire more money. That means that you don't have money, because who desires more money? Someone who doesn't have it. So therefore I was trying to embody that version of me, which was abundant and positive. So one thing that I was in control of was how I react to everything, and the other thing was to work on a solution. So basically I ignored the problem and the negativity and was like, okay, what do I have to do? I'm in debt. Like I actually have credit cards. Like I think I'm 5,000 in debt from 3-4 credit cards, but I'll go into that in another video story. And yeah, I lost all my income. So basically I had zero money. So I had to, like I didn't have enough time and notice so I can find a job, which I'm okay with if I have to find a job. But I had one solution, which was to ask someone for, yo, my cameraman is excited. I had to do something about it, which was, in my case, speaking to my mom and dad, which shout out and grateful for that, asking for money. And so I basically keep afloat for 1 month. And if it didn't happen, again, I visualized the negative, like the scenario of not working. In the meantime, I decided to work as hard as I can and to enjoy the process. So even if this didn't work, like keeping my income in January, I would replace it with another one. And if that didn't happen on time, I'm okay with starting a new job. But the point is, I asked for money, so I borrowed money and I kept myself afloat. I was constantly focusing on the positive. I was detaching myself from all the negative thoughts and the anxiety, and I slowly breached the gap of my expectations and my actions. So it became one. And when you're busy and you're doing what you promise yourself to do, like literally there's no room in your mind to be negative. So I was constantly keeping myself busy. I was in flow, I was feeling blissful. Like even though if someone looked at my situation from outside, I'm 6K debt, I'm a failure, I lost my client, I have no money. Basically I'm a little bitch, but at the same time, every day I woke up, shout out coach hours, started doing coach hours, travel to a cafe. Like every day, I almost every single day I pick a different cafe, because honestly I can't motivate myself to work at my home because I'm working from my laptop. It's hard for me, it's hard as fuck to work in the same room that I'm sleeping in. But the point is, I took that loan, and every day I went to cafes and did fucking deep work. And during those times I was walking, like with music, traveling instead of audiobooks, but mainly listening to music and traveling and feeling blissful as fuck, as if nothing has happened. And on the outside, I'm like, my old self would have been anxious all the time, meaning unproductive. But practicing all these stuff like meditation, detachment, focusing on what you want versus the negative situation, basically transmuting your environment and always focusing on your vision, but also backing it up with fucking action. Because if you don't act, you will get flooded with negative and depressing thoughts. So I was keeping busy, and just now, the 12th of January, after keeping that up for a while, I just kinda basically I followed up the person that I've been working with. I talked to him yesterday, we talked today, and boom, we're starting tomorrow. So I'm getting paid. And I also during this time, because I wasn't slacking off, I wasn't feeling sorry for myself, I actually faced myself and I made the intent that I'm gonna become a totally different person, and actually did it. Like I started waking up at 8 a.m. Previously I was snoozing, oversleeping like a little bitch. I started doing coach hours, which I drifted previously, and did so much progress the last 2 weeks in terms of trying to sign more clients with my Teenage Media agency, that I just got my one side of the income like checked, and in a matter of a few weeks I'm gonna increase that because of all the work, focused work that I've been doing. So I think the point of this video is for me to fully face myself and even put it publicly, and stop being a little bitch and face the negativity and even use it, because that, like basically being depressed and not celebrating New Year's Eve was the best thing that ever happened to me, because on the 3rd of January I literally woke up a different person. So the point of this story the old self, the old me was watching this video, or if you are in a certain position, face yourself, look at your situation, but detach from it. Look at the advantage, what can happen. Make a plan and just fucking focus on the execution, and at the same time be okay with failure. And even if nothing looks right, like literally we are spiritual beings. Like I truly believe that we're just living in this avatar, in this body, and we are our awareness. So where you put your attention, your awareness, literally reality is like a mirror. So keep positive, work as hard as you can on the thing that you love. And yeah, I think that sums it up. And yeah, I'm definitely making this time a definite promise to myself and to you that I'm gonna start creating more videos and just sharing everything, like the negative, the positive, the struggles, the obstacles, overcoming them, the process. And yeah, sharing the bliss, the mastery, and the freedom, the journey to bliss, freedom, and mastery. So let's go, champs. Fucking be unique, be yourself. Like share. There's one thing that you're there's one thing that you're hiding from yourself and the world, that if you actually face it, it's gonna unlock everything, and you're gonna level up from there. Which, because of I truly believe that if I was focusing on the negative and I didn't do what I actually did like the last 20 days, I would have become, this reality would have been different, where this income was gonna fail. He would have found a new person or something like that. But because I kept my frequency, my thoughts, my state, my actions high, I got what I wanted. So let's go, champs. Fucking go mental. 2020, ruthless.